In absence of a meeting, this year we have opted to put together a short presentation that you can watch on demand. This will be about the Youth AAA program at UDFC for 2023. Some key areas we'll touch on include what United DFC's vision, mission, and values are, the UDFC way, looking at four corners and developing the whole athlete. We'll also talk specifics about the Youth AAA program, including key dates, how we're supporting physical preparation and mental skills performance too. Our mission is to promote and grow the sport of soccer within our communities. So that focuses on creating pathways and opportunities for players and coaches alike to be involved in the game for life. It's important to us to build in that community integration and responsible governance so we may be recognised as a leading progressive soccer club in Canada. Some of the values that underpin everything we do would be accountability, standing up and being accountable for the programs we deliver, making sure our programs are accessible, ensuring that what we're putting out on the field is of an excellent standard, and holding ourselves accountable in terms of respecting ourselves, our coaches, our volunteers, players and opponents. Here you can find a list of some of our staff who are available to you. It's likely that your most talked to individuals on this list would be David Campbell, our Executive Director. So questions pertaining to finance, HR, club policy, strategic planning, sponsorship and partnerships may be directed to him. You can come to Fa Mulholland, Director of Soccer, for anything related to what happens on the pitch. So that would be technical aspects, including, but not limited to, player and team selections, coaching, all on-field aspects. UDFC does have a basic style of play which focuses on build up and playing through using a 4-3-3 formation. So we're very much an organised possession based club where we like to draw pressure, exploit between the lines and use frequent rotations to ensure we can play the ball through the opponent. We do make use of a rest defence to manage negative transitions, so falling back into more of a 4-5-1 shape, and really at that point it is about managing and defending the space and the player. We want to produce technically confident, proficient individuals, tactically flexible individuals who understand why they're doing what they're doing, so they may be able to carry that knowledge into whatever university, college, future senior program they do enter. We also have a responsibility to ensure that we're producing physically prepared individuals for competition and providing a psychologically safe environment to produce resilient individuals. We're committed to developing the whole athlete and the whole person across the Four Corners model. In terms of technical and tactical delivery, UDFC is the bulk provider of technique, skill, footballing behaviours. We're also utilising technology trace in terms of our video analysis and game management, which will help us then enhance our delivery of game intelligence education. We have partnered with Evolve Fitness to ensure that our players are physically prepared in terms of strength and conditioning and fitness for the game. And psychosocially, we have partnered with Brian Fader of Mount St. Vincent University to help players understand a high performance mentality, become more aligned as a team, and also respect what the growth mindset can offer. The Youth AAA program is the highest level program offered in Nova Scotia for players aged U15 or U17. The program runs for 9 to 10 months per year with a high degree of commitment required from players. There are up to 3 trainings per week, an additional conditioning session through the pre-season months, and a game through competition times. We're also facilitating mental skills performance training throughout the season, which you may read further about in our program descriptions. Players in this level of play would be considered for provincial level or Whitecaps programs, and those seeking to play at university or college are advised to contemplate this program. We are blessed with a wealth of talent in our coaching staff and managers for the teams this year, which you can read about below. But we have very seasoned coaches. We have our performance technical staff coach on coaching staff. We have ex-technical directors of clubs in the region. And we're very fortunate to have such a quality group of coaches and managers for the 2023 season. Regarding player selection, those selections have two opportunities to happen. One is in the September-October timeframe, and a second point would be in March when we have an opportunity for exit or potentially re-entry into the AAA program. There is a defined set of criteria laid out by the club, and there is oversight by the Director of Soccer as well as the Performance Technical Staff Coach, who will both oversee and ensure there is as much fairness built into the player selection process as possible. Any new players to the club are welcome to contact the Director of Soccer, who will be able to set them up with a trial period. You can see a more detailed breakdown of the schedule in 4 particular blocks. We have the pre-season block, where we are utilising 3 training sessions at East Coast Varsity, as well as a conditioning session at Evolve Fitness. Then we enter the competition block in April. So in March there is a final team selection made for the team that will continue through the competition block, which, as you can see, is a tapered competition block to facilitate high school participation in September and October months. We have postseason in November, where we are exclusively focusing on kind of technical training, and then through December we have a mandatory break, which will lead us into the new year. Some of the key dates to consider when planning your year are included here. So regular season games do begin on the 14th to the 16th of April. We have a couple of weekends off, as well as a mandatory blackout week. There are league playoffs, which has yet to be determined, in September. There is also the Nova Scotia Cup, which will take place throughout the last couple of months of the season. Club nationals, for those that qualify, do happen in October. And then, as mentioned before, there is a mandatory rest period for those players who will participate in the 2024 annual AAA season. We are fortunate enough that we have developed a partnership with Evolve Fitness Halifax for a 12-week strength and conditioning program through pre-season in January and March. At present, this is happening on Thursday evenings, and there will be 45 minutes weekly per group. So we have the female programs, the 15s and the 17s, participating in the same 45 minutes, and we have the male programs, the 15s and 17s, in the next 45 minutes. And finally, we're excited to offer mental skills performance training with Brian Fader, the mental performance skills trainer for the athletics teams at Mount St. Vincent University. We've developed a 7-workshop program which will help players to develop core mental skills such as resilience, developing a growth mindset, and those principles required to improve their performance and enter the zone of excellence. We have had our introductory session in December already, but as you can see, we have set touch points throughout the rest of the season where we'll be touching on particular elements for each team. At this time, I'd just like to reinforce that any questions regarding technical matters can be directed to our Director of Soccer. There are some other avenues for answers. Should it not be kind of a program holistic type question, you may also reach out to your team managers, team coaches, and appropriate club administrators.